Who is a Scrum Master? Or who should become a Scrum Master? Do you need an IT background in order to become a Scrum Master? Hello, welcome to the Scrum chat room with Dr. Francis Mbunya. If you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button. This is a place where we give you the requirements you need to become an effective Scrum Master and how you can not just become a Scrum Master but become outstanding in what you do, become the expert. One thing you want to understand about becoming an expert or becoming that sound Scrum Master, it's about understanding the baseline, the ground rules. If you understand the ground rules, then actually understand the main component of Scrum, the terminology is never going to be an issue. Now, before we go ahead, for those who have been asking questions, do I need an IT background to become a Scrum Master, or how can I become a Scrum Master? Even for those who are in the Scrum Master job now, and if you've been there for more than 3 months and you're not hitting the job, then you need this video, right? Because you need to understand the baseline. Who is a Scrum Master? What is your role as a Scrum Master? What you need to do as a Scrum Master? This is what a lot of people are missing, and this is why they keep on kind of going circle interviewing, and the interviewer isn't seeing what they're looking for. Now, if you have taken more than you are certified, right? I tell everyone, certification is just like you getting admission into a college, you getting admission into a university. If you gain admission and you don't do the job, which is studies and pass the exam, you're not going nowhere. So certification in Scrum is just like you getting admission. Now you need to be able to graduate. You graduate when you have the job, right? And the graduation is about you taking time, attending the classes. The classes are more like the training. The training you need, the mindset you need to become a Scrum Master, and then actually navigating through all the lessons, all the levels, and then becoming the Scrum Master. But then, not to kind of distract us a bit, let us come back and talk about who is a Scrum Master. Now, a Scrum Master, number one, above everything, is a servant leader. When we talk about servant, we talk about service. What does it mean? It means you are helping someone. If I'm at your service, it means I am helping you to accomplish something. So, a Scrum Master help a group, a specific team, not the entire company. Many people kind of misunderstand a Scrum Master as, I'm working for this company, I help in a couple of projects in the company. No. A Scrum Master serves a specific team working on a product. Now, if you're an Agile coach or a senior Scrum Master, you might coach multiple teams. But in most of the cases, a Scrum Master is dedicated to a team. Scrum Masters most often is even difficult for you to effectively manage two teams that are fully developing a product. Why? Because it requires a lot of effort, a lot of energy to be able to coordinate the team from all the different events and make sure that they're effective, make sure that you're resolving the impediments and a whole lot. So a Scrum Master, number one, is a servant leader. A servant leader means that you are helping your team to deliver an objective. So number one, a Scrum Master is a servant leader. Number two, a Scrum Master is a facilitator. Let's take, for instance, I have 10 people, and 10 people need to build, what can I have just around me? Okay, 10 people need to build this laptop, right? Everyone has a role to play. You need to be able to coordinate all the effort to make sure that what everyone is doing is in alignment to bringing this laptop into production. So you, the Scrum Master, you might not have the technical knowledge required to build this laptop, but you know what it means to have 10 people collaborate in order to bring this laptop into production. This means that your goal is to know how to manage people. Your goal is not to have the technical part of it. But then for you to be able to know how to manage people, you need to understand the business value. What are these people working on? So if I'm coordinating the group of people delivering this laptop, I need to understand the reason why they need to put that effort to develop this laptop. I need to understand who is the end client, who is the user, and what is the business value. I also need to understand when the work needs to be delivered. So I facilitate the process. Now, but we also have in the market now in code what they're calling technical Scrum Master. And some companies say, oh, we need a technical Scrum Master. A technical Scrum Master simply means that you don't only know how to facilitate a team, they need someone who has the knowledge of building that product. So if you see an opportunity, technical Scrum Master, it means that, all right, they need someone that can facilitate, but they need someone that also knows the technical part of it. Then you will also see title like Scrum Master / Project Manager. What does that mean? It means that apart from you just being facilitating, you are also going to manage the process. So what's the difference between managing and facilitating? When you're a Scrum Master and you're facilitating, you don't have management power, which means you cannot allocate, I'm going to use the right word, which means that you don't have the management power to tell a team member you can do this or you cannot do this. You can only facilitate or coach them, try to redirect them. When there's any management issue that comes with your team, what you do is that you escalate it to the product manager or you escalate it to the management level. Now, as a project manager, you don't only facilitate, you also handle the management issue, which means that you have the power to decide who can go out of the team, who can come out of the team. You have the power to talk about the budget. You also have the power to look at the resources that need in order to bring people in and out of that team. But as a Scrum Master, you don't have that power. And now one of the reasons why Scrum Masters should be purely facilitators, because your goal is to be able to facilitate, is to be able to help people work together. So let's imagine I'm a Scrum Master and at the same time I have management power and I have someone in my team that is giving me a bit of trouble. What am I going to do? I write them off, right? I don't need them. But since the company doesn't want that to happen, they want you to be able, instead of writing people off, they want you to help people to collaborate. So Scrum Master is a servant leader, it's a facilitator. And now a Scrum Master is a coach. What exactly do we mean by a Scrum Master is a coach? A coach simply means that if I see something that is not going right, I can be able to redirect it. But then this is where a lot of Scrum Masters make a mistake, and which is why they're also taking them a lot of time to be able to pick a job. Now they say, oh, I coach the manager, I coach the stakeholder, I coach everybody. No, you're not coaching everybody. Now, this is what coaching is like. In a business where when it's coaching, someone comes to you, you evaluate, you see what they're doing, and you coach them. But as a Scrum Master, that's not your role. Now, the coaching you do as a Scrum Master is by using your technicality of facilitating to be able to respond to questions. Let me give a typical example here. Your manager comes to you and say, okay, look, I want the team to be able to complete all of the features that we need to deliver in 2 months and need everything to be done before next week. Now, that's a management order. You as a Scrum Master need to be able to coach the management to understand the rationale. You don't go and call him and say, Mr. Manager, I need to coach you. Now, the way you coach is by reaching out to him, maybe in an email. We received your request on doing this. This can be done, but these are some of the business value we should take into consideration. If we do this, we might run into a lot of technical debt, and that may cost us 2 times more of what if we want to add an additional week to give enough time. If we do this, it will risk kind of losing our client because of the quality might be compromised. We might not even have enough time for review and feedback. And this is a potential danger to the company. Sending that email is already coaching. So when you say, oh, I coach my team, it's not that you pull them aside and you start coaching them and you start telling them what they need to do and what they don't need to do. No. So when most Scrum Master go to interview with the notion of that, like I'm coaching means I need to pull them, I coach them, and they ask them, what do you do if a manager kind of pushing the log goes, oh, I'm going to bring the management into place, I'll coach them on some of the Agile stuff. All right. Agile, it's just a concept, it's a mindset. Now, what you should prioritize when you get into any Agile or Scrum environment is the culture of the company. Now, it's based on the culture of the company that you can give recommendation that can be accepted, and you gradually, by giving them the rationale, the value of doing things in a way that can help them, now you are coaching them towards a step. Now, coaching is not just taking them and teaching them one of stuff, but no, it's about you giving them rationale on why this should be like this or this is like this. It's coaching. Now, the third function of a Scrum Master is about teaching. How do you teach? By example. You don't organize a class and say, all right, let me teach you guys how to run a daily stand-up. No. In a daily stand-up, if your developers are not giving update in terms of the way Scrum recommend, what they did yesterday, what they'll be looking at today, if they're in an impediment, now you can do an example and just illustrate and say, okay, this is what we expect our team. Let's do it like this because it's going to help us to be able to understand what we really need to do and to be able to work on the feedback. All right, perfect. Scrum Master is a servant leader, Scrum Master is a facilitator, Scrum Master is a coach, Scrum Master is a teacher. Now you realize that you don't need to be any IT guru or any IT person, or you don't need to have a doctorate degree, a master's degree to be able to do any of this. The requirement for most industry is a bachelor, right? And also the requirement, the reason why you cannot, in reality, you cannot. In theory, it's possible. Okay, get into the Scrum Master role without any practical experience is because it's a leadership role. You are being put in charge to manage a team of about 10 to 12 developers building a software, and it's already costing that company a lot of money. So they need someone that is competent, because any mistake you make, it's a lot of money engaged, which is the reason why we cannot bring in babies to manage a team. And this is also a reason why many people that are investing their journey into Scrum Master without learning appropriately, they are losing the job in less than no time. It's real, guys. One of the things I advise everyone, if you're coming to my team, if you want to be coached with me, the first thing, most often I tell most people that are coming in, okay, I have a 90 days program that can help you. So, oh, do I need 90 days? I need a job like yesterday. Yes, the problem is not that you need a job like yesterday. The problem is to getting into an environment where you can secure the job. Not just secure, you can be able to perform effectively. And it's about your mindset. It's about the way you train your mind. It's about how you understand your duty. So it's about taking the time to go through what you need to know. And sometimes the people that have come to my team, just one coaching session, their next interview, they're getting a job. Now, it's not that what changed within that one period. Many people know the theory, you know it back to back. But then there's some technicality when it comes to working in a real life environment that you're missing. And sometimes the reason I advise everyone to invest, even if you're the best student ever, get someone that's been there for a real. I'm not asking you to come to my coaching environment, right? I'm asking you to invest in yourself. That's what is going to help you. Especially if you have been in this space for more than 3 months or more than 4 months, you're not getting a job. It's an indication that you need to invest. And now, another big problem with Scrum Masters is that they're looking for where they'll be able to maybe spend $200, $300 or so. And they are not getting. Now, one thing, anything that works, anything that has quality is not cheap. If you're looking for cheap resources, you most often notice that you spend a lot of money, and you get frustrated and you pay out, right? Go for the best. I'm definitely not the best. There are a lot of people out there doing much better. But the guarantee of you coming to my team is that what? I'm going to tell you what you need to do. If you're not willing to go by what you need to do to be an expert, then definitely I'm not willing to coach you, right? Because I need everyone that's in my team to go out with a very straight and clear record. So, we spoke about Scrum Master. We spoke about the requirement of becoming a Scrum Master. Now, where you get your teaching is also very important. Where are you getting your teaching? Who is teaching you? It starts from this instructor to who is coaching you, how they are coaching you to get a job. Most often, even when you get the job, invest in a personal coach. Now, guys, let's get this straight for now. You kind of working towards getting a six-figure job, and you're not willing to spend $5,000 to get $100,000. It doesn't make sense. I'm not saying that it costs $500 to get $5,000 to get a coach. I'm just being realistic. Even if it was $5,000, it's worth it. How much did you invest in getting a bachelor degree that almost kind of landed you in maybe a circle of still looking for another certification? The reality is that Scrum Master is a very lucrative job. Yes, it's worth it. There are many, it's not just about Scrum Master. You can be a Scrum Master, and I invite, kind of encourage everybody to get into say Scrum Master. Then, say Scrum Master, why not by any chance saying PSM and CSM that are not good. Those are the baseline. But if you really want to scale in the career, the ground level is say Scrum Master, because you have the chance to become a release train engineer, you have the chance to become a portfolio manager, you have the chance to become a consultant in the space, and you can move as fast as possible. All right. Those were some of the hard truths we need to know about the journey of a Scrum Master. But then if you need to get certified, reach out. We have a team of people, including myself as a leader, that's going to help you go through the journey with the hard truth, right? But if you're looking for where you'll be comfortable and where you're going to have maybe things go out easily, my team might really not be the right team for you, right? I'm more of the business background, and when we are coaching in business, we don't make mistakes, because causing someone to lose some money, it's going to cost a lot, right? So you need to say it the way it is. So, watching it, subscribe to this channel. I'm going to be bringing you more hardcore truth subsequently. But let's stay connected and check out my website is going to be coming soon. I'm bringing a lot of resources. A lot of people have been asking me, oh, the resume template, or tell me about yourself template, or case studies template, or questions that we can be able to look like. I'm working on all of those, and they're going to be available to you soon. All right, I'll see you in the next video.